Hello and welcome back, friends. If you are new around here, I'm Big Gator. If you came looking for the sharpest tennis bets, you're right where you belong. Right now we are covering ATP Paris the Masters. Made it to the third round, okay? So get in the comments. Let me see what you're playing for tomorrow. And keep your eyes peeled for my pinned comment if you want to play along with what I'm betting on as well, okay? If you do like the breakdown of these matches, please give this video a like. It goes a super long way. If you would like to also just support the channel, help me grow, get to 800 subs, that'd be sweet. And also get my picks as soon as I upload. You can subscribe. That's the fastest way to do so with notifications on. If you're feeling generous for any extra wins that you get from the channel or just feeling some love, there's a link in the pinned comment at the bottom if you'd like to donate, as well as a link to my free Discord where we have a great community of people, respectable, talking extra sports. If you're looking for extra picks, we got basketball, soccer, all type of shit. That being said, what we looking like for today? Huh? It's been a wild ride in Paris. So we thought we were starting off with something right, but when it comes to these Masters, bro, there hasn't been now one Masters since like March that has been normal. Tell me I'm wrong. But somehow we got Vacherot to beat his cousin again. And we got Bublik to beat Mutet, like he did in that Phoenix Challenger. So, hey, I'll take the wins. I'm happy with it. I'm glad I didn't touch Casper Ruud. I'm glad I didn't touch Musetti. I'm glad, yeah. Glad I didn't take Zverev in straights. Anyway, we'll move on with what's going on in round 3. And our first match we're going to be getting into is going to be Cam Norrie going against Valentin Vacherot. And boy, oh boy, this is going to be their first head-to-head. Did we see this guy play against a lefty yet? Have we seen Valentin Vacherot go against a lefty? So far, Cam Norrie is the second seed now in Paris. He's beaten Alcaraz, so he's now the second seed. I don't care. You can put it whatever you want to. He's now the second seed. He took that spot from Carlos. It's too early on for someone else to... Nah. Anyway, we're going to have to go to another resource to check this out. We're going to see how he play against lefties. Mr. Vacherot here. Hopefully it's a good record because I would like to take him again today. He's 4-1 against lefties. Makes sense. His backhand is really good. It's sharp too. The angles he gets on that backhand are pretty... It's giving lefty energy at times. But anyway... Looking at their stats, Cam Norrie like I said, he just beat Carlos Alcaraz, so he's the second seed in this tournament. Then we have Vacherot, who just came off of winning the last Masters that took place, with a 2-1 record this season, with an 8-15 record historically. But Cam Norrie is 6-2 this season, with 6-5 last season, with a 51% win rate. As I said, bro, you coming into a tournament and you able to beat Alcaraz? Now, Cam Norrie is one of them people, bro. You remember me talking about him in Cincinnati, bro. The dude lost to somebody. Let me see. Who did he lose to? I'm going to tell you right now. He lost to Roberto Batista. He lost to Batista Agut. Roberto Batista Agut in the second round, his first round there. He had a bye in the first round. Lost in straight sets in Cincinnati. After that match, bro sat outside on the bench 30 minutes after the match, just in the heat, just sitting there, just like staring into nothing. So, when it comes to playing someone like Alcaraz, who has what? He's beaten before. It's a 3. He has more wins on him than losses, but that's a good heat check for him. I would like to see how well he does after beating him in other tournaments. Like, what does Cam Norrie do after he beats Carlos Alcaraz in the? Well, last time he beat him was in a final, and then before that was a quarterfinals. Let's see, it was in Cincinnati. in which he lost in the very next round to Borna Koric. You beat Alcaraz in 3, but you lost to Borna Koric. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, actually. Vacherot should be able to get the win here. He might be like, look, my life is complete. I ended the season with a win on Alcaraz. I'll take it. My last win was on Alcaraz. Cool. That's like me winning the final. Some people feel like that out here, bro. Like, for real. So, I'm going to just check one more. Then we're going to leave it alone. That was the only time he beat him. I think he gets beaten this next round, bro. If I'm him, I'm cool with just beating Alcaraz. But if he's ranked 31, he needs the points. Buddy needs the points. So I'm going to tell you why. If we look at the rankings right now, right? Cam Norrie's ranked 31. And if he gets to, let's see, the semis, he gets like 500 points. That 500 points puts him at almost 2,000, which doesn't even put him. Even if he wins 1,000 points, hold up. If he gets to 3,400 points, ooh, yeah. If he wins the Masters, he gets in the top 10. He has something to play for. He's not going to win the Masters. I'm sure he can see that, but he's going to try. And he took out the majority of the competition. So, bro, you know I want to take. And Vacherot is the fucking favorite. This is a bad spot for him to be in. He should be the underdog. This is not good. I don't like this here, like this. Cam Norrie for a set, bro. I can't do that. Vacherot for a set, I don't know either. Under 3 sets? I couldn't tell you. Something I can tell you, though. If Vacherot winning, he going to get pushed. If he's losing, he going to get pushed. Him over 12.5 total games won. I don't know if I don't know. Based on what we've seen, Cam Norrie we can't just say that he loses to this guy. Granted, a lot of people have just been losing to this guy. Vacherot just happens to have the skill set that everyone can lose to right now. He has a great serve. He has a great forehand. He has great backhand. He has great touch. He can play at the net. He can play at the baseline. He has a great all-around game. He can do damn near everything that you need to do to beat somebody else. That's why he be winning. And going against Yuri Lehechka, winning in straights against him, but losing to Cam Norrie, beating your cousin again and beating Yuri Lehechka, but losing to Cam Norrie just don't even add up in my mind, bro. But it don't got to. I think he gets pushed to 13 over games. Even if he loses, I think he does this. So, I like this. I don't even know if he gets to a tiebreak, but goddamn, we've been seeing a lot of tie breaks in this tournament. These slow-ass courts are giving them out. So, that's my final 2 cents on the matter. I'll move on to the next match. And our next match is going to be Felix Auger-Aliassime going against Daniel Altmaier. And boy, oh boy, it's always close when they play. It's 2-1 Altmaier. They played twice this year. Altmaier won earlier in Monte Carlo on the clay. And Hamburg ended up going to Felix in straights. So whenever they play, it's straight sets. But on hard courts, Altmaier actually beat him back last year in Auckland. Altmaier's got a crazy style to him. He's a little bit scrappy. He's got that one-handed backhand, so I don't trust that too much. Felix has been playing a fuck ton of tennis, bro. I don't doubt that he can beat people. I'm weary of his conditioning at this point. That's all it is. I for sure think that he can beat Daniel Altmaier. I don't know if he has enough in the tank to beat him, though. Do you see what I'm saying? So we can get into the stats and move on, but I don't think I'll be touching this match. Felix just won his title in Brussels. Got to the quarterfinals in Basel. Got to the quarterfinals in Shanghai. Semis in the U.S. Open. Quarterfinals in Cincinnati. Like, he's in form now. But is he tired? Because he's been playing a fuck ton of tennis. Altmaier has not. He's lost. Had some time to recover. 5 days in between Vienna and here. Beat Giron and Vacherot in straight sets. Vacherot definitely is a bit tired, so. And if I'm not mistaken, he's already in the top 10. He's ranked 9, so he did what he had to do. Felix has to keep playing to keep others below him from climbing, like Khachanov. That's who I'd be worried about. Matter of fact, look at this. It's a race to Turin right now, bro. I didn't even realize it's a race to Turin right now. In 14, ranked 14 through 17 are people in the draw right now. ATP draw. Khachanov 14. Oh, I'm sorry. Medvedev 13. I'm sorry. Khachanov 14. Alejandro Davidovich Fokina 15 in the world right now. Bublik 16 in the world right now. Rublev 17. Cerundolo 21. That's all who's left. And then Vacherot, obviously, who's at 40, but he's gonna jump. He'll go up to at least 35. He's gonna beat Tien. They're actually right next to each other in rank, Tien and Vacherot. It's crazy. Anyway, yeah. If Felix has the mental to stay in this, I would just take him for a set. But I think it can go to a 3-setter. I really do think this goes to a 3-setter with the way Altmaier's playing and the way Felix's determination's been moving. I don't see him winning against Altmaier in straight, even though that has been the trend between them. I see it going longer because of the way these courts are. If not, at the very least, a tiebreak, because when they have played each other, 2 out of the 3 times it went to a tiebreak. And it's plus 110? Fuck yeah. I'll take that over the 3 sets. That's going to be a tiebreak match, I think. I think Altmaier can hold. He went to a tiebreak against Giron. Felix plays one in every match so far. I like it. And with that, we will move on. And next match is going to be Big Benzo Shelton going against Andrei Rublev. This is going to be crazy. And Rublev lost to Ben Shelton last year in Basel in 3 sets. It was very close. 7-5, 6-7, and 6-4. So Shelton just beat Khachanov in a completely mindfuck of a match. I told you guys, though, go back. I was like, I don't trust Ben right now, but what if third time's a charm? What if he's like, yeah, no, this is the perfect opportunity for me to daddy somebody. I'm going to daddy him right here. I think that's what we got from Ben. So it's hard to say against Rublev. Hey, man, Rublev is trying to climb rank, and he's trying to take you out that spot. So you better beat him, Ben Shelton. You beat him last year. You're minus 140 to win. You're a lefty. And honestly, I watched the Lerner Tien match. Lerner Tien played terribly. He played terribly, and it was only 6-4, 6-4. So that gives me high hopes for Ben. The lefty that's in form. Clearly he's in form because he came back in that match. Did he not? Against Khachanov? No, he was always up. No, that was the second set. Nah, he just held his shit. I'd rather him hold for a set. That means that he's good. He's doing good. That means his form is in good enough shape to me. I'm a pretty close Ben follower, so. How many aces did he get for us, though? Only 3. Caboli had 5. 67% on the first serve. That's trustworthy. 86% of his first serve points won. That's trustworthy. Rublev. How is he looking? 59% on the first serve. 87% of his first serve points won, though. 34 for 39. But second serve, whoo boy, 37%. 10 for 27. 10 for 27. And then Ben, what did he have? He had a 71%. That's all you need to know right there. The form is talking. And Rublev didn't play a great match. Tien just played a terrible one. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. So if Rublev, if he's playing like this tomorrow, he's not going to be playing long. But let's go into the stats. Rublev is 6-3 this season indoors. Ben is 3-2. Last season he was 8-5 with a 76% win rate over the season. Rublev has a 63. I'm sorry. Brief history talking about our former top 10 players. Last season we did see Ben in the final in Basel, going against Giovanni and Pesci Pericard, which I think he can beat now. But they're both two people with very similar issues. Big serves, return game, could use a lot of work. Ben has been improving with that, being as though he beat Caboli. Yeah, Ben Moneyline, man. Ben Moneyline. What are we talking about? Let's do it. Let's do it. It's a Masters. It's Paris. So we're going to go with Big Ben's out. 10 ranks apart from Rublev. Now it's going to be the time to show it. Our next match is going to be Taylor Fritz going against Alexander Bublik. This is going to be funny as fuck. Holy shit, this is going to be funny. And I will be streaming all of these matches if requested. If people want to watch the matches in my Discord, I will stream them for everybody, but I'll be watching them on my own unless someone says something. Anyway, it's 3-3 between them. They've daddied each other, bro. They're both fathers to one another. Bublik won from 2019 to 2021 on the hard courts every time he played. And then Fritz beat him on the last 3 they had, which started in 2022 and then ended in 2024 in the Olympics, where he played him on clay. Yeah, so, sorry, I'm scrambling. Bublik won the first 3 times in 2021 and beyond, which doesn't really matter, but it was on hard courts, all hard courts. And then Taylor Fritz won on the grass, indoor courts, and clay, but it was too long ago for it to matter. As of right now, they're only 14 ranks apart, and there's someone I trust a little bit more than the other at this point in time. If you would have asked me last year who would I trust more in this situation, I would say, oh yeah, Taylor Fritz. Now, how many titles does Taylor Fritz have this year? Eastbourne on the clay. He's got 1 title. Lost in the final against Alcaraz in Tokyo. So he's a finalist. So he's been a finalist this year. And has won 1 thing. He also won Stuttgart. And also won the United Cup. Okay. Which doesn't really count for ATP, but he did play well. So those counts for his wins. So yeah, big season for Taylor Fritz. But Bublik has been having a lower tier, but better season in my opinion. I think his quality of tennis has been a bit higher for what you expect from him. I think for what you expect from Taylor Fritz, the quality is is either below or where it's supposed to be at. So I'm more impressed with Bublik nowadays. Given that, Do I think he can take a set from this guy? You best believe every inch in my bone believes that. You damn tootin'. You bet your bottom dollar. I think Bublik can take a set off Taylor Fritz. I think plenty of people can do that, though. But Vacherot was able to do it. Matajan was able to do it. Sebastian Korda and Gabriel Diallo have been able to do it. Jeremy Kim, Lloyd Harris, Yuri Lehechka. These are people that have taken sets off this guy on a hard court. Like recently. Are you telling me that Bublik doesn't get a set off this guy? With the amount of games that Bublik plays, he's going to have a hard time. I think with the way Bublik plays now, Taylor Fritz may have a bit of a struggle figuring out how to get around the antics of Bublik. He knows strong serves. He'll be able to bring it back. But making Fritz run, he's going to run, though. Actually, I take it back. Fritz is going to run for that ball. And he's going to go for that shit. And he might bring it right back over and play some... He's been coming up with craftier shit as he's been getting along this season. So I can't actually say that he doesn't do that. Do I think that the first set is close, though? I think it going over 9.5 is minus 200. I don't think either of these boys have played a match like that. I think, if anything, I'd go for the smoke. You know? The over 10.5. It's plus 140. If you don't want to take him to go for a set. But Bublik is the underdog at plus 121, bro. Fritz is a favorite at almost minus 150. That should tell you that they don't really think he's going to win like that. Like, they think he's going to get the defeat. They think he will end up winning the money line somehow. But they don't think that it's going to be easy at all. This is a top 3 player, top 4 player in the world. Usually those numbers are super inflated. You know this, guys. So I'm just trying to, Anyway, he's 5-2 this season, Taylor Fritz. Bublik is 6-4. 62% win rate on the indoor courts, going against a 58 for Fritz. Someone plays better indoors and on slower surfaces, which this season, Bublik has been a crusher on the clay. And I have to say that this is a clay court, but it's so fucking slow. It's so noticeably slow for people that serve like these guys do. I put the edge on Bublik. I'll be playing him on DraftKings for sure. I like him for a set. I don't know if I feel comfortable enough telling the people to go with me on that. But, yeah. We'll move on. Next match we have is Karen Khachanov going against Alex de Minaur. And these guys are 2-1 in their head-to-head, going to Khachanov's way. In the semifinal in Vienna earlier last year, or just last year, beat him 6-2, 6-4. De Minaur also lost in 3 sets in 2022 in Dubai, but beat him in a 5-setter in New York in 2020. So they have some hard court history, but Khachanov has gotten the best of him on the indoor courts. And in Paris, the boy plays well. Going through Fonseca, not easy. And the Demon has been playing a lot of tennis. I kind of sense he may be running out of a little bit of gas. He is only 198 favorite. Winning a Masters is something he really wants to do, though. He's top 6 right now. He don't got to win this. Khachanov does. So he got to beat Khachanov, so he got to take away the competition. They both have things to play for. If you don't beat this guy, he could take your rank. You can lose to someone else that doesn't have a chance, but everybody else seemingly has a chance here besides Sonego, Cerundolo, and Vacherot. So everybody else here is pretty close to popping to that top 10 if they keep playing for the next 2 weeks after this. So it's an endurance game right now, and it's end of the season. So let's look. Let's get a deeper look at this. Khachanov did win last year in this tournament. but he's 2-3 this season with a 60% win rate. Minaur has a 63% win rate. This may be one of his better seasons on the indoor courts. So far, it is. He's 1 win away from making it the best season he's played, going 11-2. As I said, Khachanov is 2-3, but he went 14-3 last season, winning the Paris Masters and also winning in what was that? Fucking Almighty. So he played a lot of tennis to get to that point. Well, mind you, we haven't seen no Jack Draper. I think Minaur wins because of how he plays, but I can't really say for sure. This is kind of a toss-up. I would think this goes to a 3-setter, for real. But the more rested person would be Khachanov right now because he's lost a few matches. So my 2 cents on that. And next we have Lorenzo Sonego going against Daniel Medvedev because Grigor Dimitrov withdrew. Sonego and Medvedev played each other 3 times already. It's 3-0. Actually 2-0. On the clay back in 2023 and in Dubai in 2024 in a 3-setter. Sonego just beat the brakes off of fucking Musetti in a 3-setter. He played fucking well. I watched the highlights. I watched the extended highlights. I looked at some of the parts in the match. He didn't have any double faults, bro. He was sharp as attack. His first serve was a little off, but 57%. But second serve, 30 out of 40 points. Come on now. And Medvedev has had a day of rest and can go win against Minaur, who was on a smoker. I think it ends here. Medvedev is a minus 408 favorite. Take the Sonego fucking spread. Plus 5.5. Minus 250. I'm not touching it, but I like it. And their records on the indoor courts this season and last season and all that good jazz. 6-4 for Sonego with a 57% win rate. 10-3 for Medvedev, as we know. We just saw him win Almighty and put that shit on. He went 11-4 back in 2023, but had a shitty season last season. Sonego is just kind of up in the air. He's ranked 45. He's just happy to be here at this point. If he loses, he loses. I don't really have much for this one. I think the spread gets covered. Maybe it's a longer match. Maybe over 19.5 games. I would go for that over the spread. So if you want to take over 19.5 games, play that on Prize Picks or some shit like that. Yeah. Next match we have is going to be Francisco Cerundolo going against Jannik Sinner. And this is going to be their 6th head-to-head. Crazy enough. And it goes back and forth with these guys. It's 3-2 Jannik. It's actually 3-1 Jannik. Because he retired in 2022. So, every time they played on the indoor court, he beat him. Whenever they played on clay, Cerundolo had one win on him in Rome 2 years ago. Went to a 3-set win for him. And then the next year they played each other, earlier this year they played each other, and he beat him 7-6, 6-3. So it was actually quite close. Cerundolo has really good movement, so it doesn't surprise me that he can keep it a bit close with Jannik. I don't know if he can do that on an indoor court, though. I felt good about him against Khachanov, which we were right about that, but and Schumhor, but you going against a Jannik Sinner on an indoor court is like, you don't have a chance. He hasn't lost a match on the surface in over 2 years. You are not going to be the guy, my guy. You're not going to be the guy, pal. Jannik is 6-0 this season, 13-0 last season, 21-4 the season before that. So if you add all that up, that is 50 or 40 wins and 4 losses. going against somebody who has literally 5 losses last season on the indoor court. 2 already this season. Hang it up, bro. So let's see what the spread is. Not that I'm going to be playing it, but Yannick in straights is minus 500, but he has lost a set to him before. I would maybe take him to lose a set here. Or maybe even over 12.5 for Yannick. It's plus money. I kind of feel like Cerundolo may be able to do it because he's done it before. And these are slower courts, so maybe he might be able to do it. I'm not saying he gets a set off him, but he can maybe push Yannick, maybe hold 5 games in a set somewhere. I like that. But it's smoke. It's plus 135, so we'll move on to the very last match, and then we'll call it an evening. And our very last match is going to be Alejandro Davidovich Fokina going against Zverev. Sasha Zverev. Man, oh man. We have quite the history between these two. 5-1 Zverev. Foki beat him in Toronto back in 2023 in straight sets. 6-1, 6-2. Must have been exhaustion or something. He was just out of form. But if Foki's too tired, and that's the thing, I'm worried about people's fatigue here, man. These guys are surprising me with how well they're able to keep playing tennis. This is just marveling me at how crazy athletes these guys are. And that's really where a lot of my safety on these bets is coming. It's like, are these guys good enough to keep doing this? Because we saw what happened when it got fucking hot outside. These guys started dying on the court and not wanting to run at all. So I'm weary of that. Rightfully so, I would assume, right? But Alejandro just beat Cazot and Royer. 2 fucking French people in France, bro. Is he not hungry or what, bro? Then you're going against Zverev, who's been the motherfucker. You come here to just get a punching bag off. It's feel like if you get your win, you can get your wins off Zverev. I feel like if Foki's in shape, he beats him. If Foki can play the entire match, I think Foki can beat him. Don't ask me why or how. That's what I think. I think that Foki plays better tennis than Zverev does. I think he plays a more dynamic game of tennis than Zverev does. I think that the angles and the shots he goes for and the energy he plays with is better than Zverev's for betting. Even though he has got a 48% win rate on the surface, he's 8-3 this season. Fokina is. And then Zverev is 5-3. He went 11-3 last season. Didn't have to play much. He had a free win in Vienna over Griekspoor. Beat Musetti, but lost a sitter and a 3-setter, which was why that happened, but whatever. Couldn't beat Rinderknecht. Can't beat Medvedev. Can't beat Taylor Fritz. Can't beat Minaur. The people that are his peers, he struggles with. He can beat everybody else. This guy, I consider Alejandro Davidovich Fokina a peer of his now on this surface. And I would really think that he might be able to steal some. He might heartbreak us a little bit, but I do like him for a set. I like Foki for a set, bro. It's a lot of picks that there's only 2 matches I didn't give you a pick for, but I like the things I picked today. So, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I literally just got home from work, just got out of the shower. I took a 4.5 minute shower just to hurry up and get this out because I have more shit to do. It's not just making YouTube videos. I have a life as well. So. Thank you guys for watching once again. Thank you for cashing with me with Vacherot and with Bublik. I would like to see some of my favorites win further. We can talk about futures real quick too. Center should win the whole thing. If he doesn't happen, we could go with Ben. If he's looking good, could go with Bublik. And maybe if Felix is in shape, maybe we can go with Felix. So. You guys let me know what you guys are thinking about futures. I don't have very dynamic bets when it comes to that stuff in my state where I'm at. But catch you guys tomorrow. There'll be a video at a timely time. Love you all. Be smooth.